next day, and the following day sat me down and said that it was over. And the kicker, and this is what I am really exploring in therapy, is that the distance, the relationship, is one thing, and it's something that I can grapple with and tackle and look at and see and grow from. And she can too, because she shares responsibility for this. But the kicker really is that she's attracted to women. And those of you who know me know that this is the second time in my life that this has happened. And something happened with her and the woman. And she feels for first time in her life her authentic self. That she has discovered who she is. She makes sense of everything, things that have been buried for years. And so, there's a definite kind of finality to that in terms of me trying to think, well, surely we can repair this, surely we can kind of move on. It's, everything's very amicable right now, but this is, despite my best skills and talents and abilities, I don't think I possess the power to change someone's sexuality. So, yeah. On the funny side, I'm working on a one-man show called The Man Who Builds Lesbians. Yeah. We're going to see where that takes me. Because, those of you who know me know that the first relationship, long-term relationship, childbearing relationship, ended in a similar way. And, when I look at this in therapy, as I've had to, I've gone, what is that? What is that about? How can this happen to one man twice? And the therapy, and the first place I went to, and I, in the interest of disclosure, and this being a truly safe space, I'm just going to be as honest as I can. I went to a very dark place when this all kicked off. I couldn't be at home. I didn't want to see the kids. I couldn't cope. Physically, emotionally, I found it very, very difficult. And so my instinct threw me into the car, and I drove 6.5 hours north to stay with my mum and my stepdad. And I just sobbed for 2 days. I experienced a kind of pain that I've never felt before in my life, and I felt a fair share of pain. But it took me to a very dark place. It took me to the edge of a cliff that I had walked to with my eyes closed. And then later that same day, it took me to a beach that I walked into. I was going to keep walking. I was fully clothed, and I knew if I had all my clothes on, that I would not be coming back. And I've never been to that place before. So, but luckily, a friend called and understood the situation, got in touch with NHS24, a clinician called, kind of very lucky to live where we do and have that kind of support. And so, they talked me back to the car, and, I've not had those kind of thoughts since, really fleeting. Everything I've been doing, all the books that I've been reading, the friends that I've been talking to. And that's one of the positives, definitely, is that I have started reinvesting in all my friendships. Not that I had given up. Just that I think, you see, for me, my wife was everything. She was my soulmate. She was my best pal. Um, and so what I had done is it had made me not check out from those relationships, because most of my good friends, we could not see each other for 10 years and pick up where we left off. Um, but anyway, since then, every day I'm on the phone to somebody, FaceTiming, chatting, texting, checking in with people that I care about. And that's a good thing. Um, and one of the first books I started reading was talked about, again, Buddhist kind of philosophy, talking about turning poison into medicine. Um, and so that's what I've been doing, turning poison into medicine. And it's going pretty well, you know. I think there's a long way for us to go, and for me to go. But this is a growth phase now for me. You know, who knows where it's going to take me, and I'm quite excited about that. I'll fluctuate from day to day, and some days are better than others. But I am, as I said at the start, just opening myself to the universe and going, what's next? But I have a lot. What's helping me is just being grateful for the people in my life, for the experiences of my life that have given me some strength, like the necessary strength to kind of move through this, and the strength to, because people tell me all the time, "Oh God, you're so strong, Adam," but I think maybe strength I've had in the past has been like a, like a kind of, what would you call it? Like a masculine strength, a barricading strength, a kind of a fortitude that just plows on, which is what I was doing in that relationship. I suppose was just something both my ex partners said, what towards the end at least, was that they'd found it lonely in a relationship with me, and I kind of get what they mean. There's times when I feel lonely in a relationship with myself, and that's a good thing to come out of this process, is to check in with that and go, what is that? And through the therapy, I'm able to realise a lot of it's tied to my childhood trauma. It's tied to a survival mechanism that is fucking necessary. So 100% necessary. But it's good to know what that mechanism is and be aware of when it's running, and when you're running it or it's running you. There's been times where it's been running me, and that's not, that's not helpful. So, this is a great, great learning curve. And so, I am open to the world. I fluctuate between pain, obviously, but also excitement and gratitude, and yeah, I'm open to see what the world has in store for me next. I'll share more about kind of practicalities and things like that as we go, but I would like these sessions to be, I don't know, informative, useful, fun, a laugh. So I'm going to try putting more structure in place, about, maybe like a book, a song, a film, a tool, something that I'm doing that's helping me through this process, that can be useful to people, and hopefully you'll use the comments section to chat, or those of you who do know me will use other channels maybe. But um, I think this is going to be good. For now, peace and blessings and gratitude. Okay.